Hello, friends. Welcome
Hi.
to another Comfy Cozy book discussion. Tonight we are going to be discussing Once Upon a Boy Band by Jenny Proctor. And I'm really excited to have this discussion because I feel like a lot of people had some pretty strong opinions about this one, which is so funny because when I picked this book originally, I had no idea that it would have such a reaction out of so many of you. Um,
Right.
because it's definitely not a very well-known book, and I feel like Jenny Proctor is definitely not a super well-known author, which is a crime in itself.
Mhm.
But we'll get into all of that. But first and foremost, if you read the book, please leave me a guitar emoji, or if you can't find the guitar emoji, leave me some kind of like band emoji. But save your star ratings until the very end. We'll talk about all of that at the very end. But I am joined by my beautiful co-host tonight, Bethany and Keisha, and I will let them introduce themselves in just a second. But yeah, if you are here in the comments, let us know that you're here and we'll get started. Okay, Bethany, you want to take it away and tell us who you are, like your social media and things, and you can just tell us anything you want to tell us about yourself, like what you read. Is this out of your wheelhouse? Is this in your wheelhouse? And whatever you want to tell us about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Bethany, and I have a YouTube that's Bethany's Bookshelf, but I haven't posted in a while. And then I'm Bethany's Booksta on Bookstagram, although I don't really feel like I'm a Bookstagrammer either. I'm just kind of like there for the fun. But I read kind of all sorts of things. I gravitate towards historical fiction, Christian fiction, mystery. I don't know, just kind of all over the place. I have some Christian or like rom-coms that I've liked, but I don't feel like I read a lot of them. And this is my first Jenny Proctor.
Hmm.
Woohoo. Hi, I'm Keisha. I also have a YouTube channel that I don't really post videos on anymore. I haven't in like a year, but I do still host. I have a book club as well, and it's Bloom Book and Bible, and I do book discussions and reading sprints and stuff over there. So if that's something that interests you, that's what I do on YouTube. And as far as reading goes, I read a little bit of everything. Like I don't really say no to anything. Well, except horror these days, though I've read it before. But I think I'm a romance girly through and through. Like at my core, I love a good rom com, and I love Christian fiction and Christian nonfiction and all that stuff. So, and I have read Jenny Proctor before. She wrote some books in the Sweater Weather series and the Appy's Hockey Romance series. And so I'd read 2 books by her prior to this one.
I don't think I realized that she wrote in that series.
Hmm.
I didn't ask that question in this discussion, but like feel free to let us know if you've ever read anything by Jenny Proctor or if you plan on reading anything else by her, because I do think that is fun. But hello, everybody. My name is Hannah from the Teachers TBR, and I am the host of Comfy Cozy. And I'm so excited to talk to my friends tonight because if you have been around in like a couple different book clubs, we were just together with Keisha's book club.
Yep.
And now we're together again. So hopefully you guys weren't sick of us because we're back together. So let's check in with the chat and we will see who all is here joining us tonight. Wendy is here. Hello. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Erin. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Rebecca. Jen's here. Betsy read it. Hello, April. All the guitars. Awesome. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Hi. Hello. Hi. Oh, my God. So many friends read it with us. That's awesome. Okay, that's totally fine. Hello. So glad we're all here. Hello, Andrea. Wendy's first book by her, I will certainly be reading more. I agree. This is my first Jenny Proctor book, and I will be reading more. Everybody's universal opinion. We will be reading more by Jenny Proctor. Several of authors' books, enjoy them. Andrea, you're gonna have to let us know, like, which ones do you think we should go to from here, and is it the same as what Keisha just recommended? Yes. So exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the discussion. So, my book discussions always start out with general thoughts. So, we can, at this point, we're not really talking spoilers, like major things that happen in the book. You can talk about characters and things like that, but like just kind of keep things general. Like, I really loved this book, I really loved this about it, or really did not like this about it. So, just kind of your general thoughts. Or you could talk about, like, did you expect a lot going into it, or how did you feel afterwards? So, anybody want to start with that one?
Do you want me to start and then you can gush about it, Keisha?
Yeah. Okay. We'll just work our way up.
Okay. So, I listened to it on audio, and I would say like the first 3/4, I was not super invested. I felt like it picked up a lot in like the last quarter for me. I didn't like dislike it. I just wasn't like super invested in their romance. I felt like it was so short. Like, I think the whole book they were like together for a month. And it was just very, I don't know, like it just seemed, it was hard for me, the romance part. Yeah. And it wasn't as funny as I thought it would be, or like bantery as I thought it might be. But I've heard, or I feel like somebody has said that her other ones have a little bit more banter. So I'm not like saying I would not try again with her. And I also think that it was like a timing thing for me. And I'll get into like more of kind of where my focus went, but I think that it's like where my headspace was at the time, that instead of like focusing on what I was supposed to focus on, I focused on something else. So I also am reading it. So I'm currently reading Theo of Golden, and I am reading it physically, and it has been like a slow process for me, but I'm loving it so much. So I think that could have affected my just whole reading experience too, because like that's the one that kind of has my heart right now as I was also reading this one. And it's definitely totally different. So I thought it would be fine, but yeah, those are kind of my general thoughts.
I want to read that one so bad. Have you had a discussion with Lauren from Lauren Jean?
Yes. So we were actually buddy reading it, but she finished a lot quicker than I did. So yeah, I'm like kind of updating her as I go along. I just haven't had a lot of like time to physically read, and I don't have the audio for Theo of Golden. So I am just slowly kind of like a chapter a night sometimes, or like, yeah, it's slow, but I'm enjoying it so much. So I'm kind of like, maybe that's okay that I get to kind of drag it out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm like highlighting it and tabbing it. I mean, I've got like tabs all over the thing, so it's fun.
Awesome. Well, all right, we're gonna turn it up a notch.
The floor is yours,
like,
sister.
Just as a visual representation of how much I love this book. I owned this book for a long time, and so like I've had it on my TBR, and I'm like, I'd read from her before in the series I mentioned, and I was like, I do want to read this, but I didn't feel like, I was like, this could go one of two ways. I could either really love it, or it's going to be real cheesy and I'm not going to like it. And I just wasn't sure. So going into it, I read this before my book club pick this month, thinking, because my book club pick was my favorite author. And so I was like, I'm going to read this first and then go up from here. That was not what happened. I love this book so much that I bought it again. This came with a sticker, and look at the little bookmark. It's like a ticket.
Oh my gosh. That is so cute.
And Jeannie Proctor personalized it to me.
Oh my God.
Not a spoiler. I don't know what is.
That is so fun.
My general thoughts on this are, this was a soul book for me. Like, this is a book that spoke to my inner child, and I loved everything about it. I started out like knowing that I liked Jenny Proctor. I'd given the other 2 books I read by her 4 stars, and so I knew I liked her, but I didn't know how I was going to feel about this. It took me until like the dinner scene to get like fully invested, like when they had their first dinner date. That's when I got really into it. So I liked it, but I didn't love it until about that point. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this guy. I love this relationship. And then like I was laughing, and by the end I was tearing up. So like I just had a ride with this. And again, it just for me felt like very nostalgic. It felt like going back home. It felt like that connection with, if you've ever had, your boy band crush or your, celebrity crush in general from your childhood. If you were ever that crazy fangirl that had the posters, I was that girl. So it resonated with me. And I'll talk a little bit more, like, because I know we're going to talk about characters and stuff. I'll talk about a little bit more about the relatability on that level in a second. But I just was completely blown away. And it's like one of my new favorite books of all time. So
I love that so much, because I know you were struggling there for a minute to find like a really, really good book.
Yeah.
I love that you could find that in this book. I really was not, I was the same. I was not expecting much at all out of it, to be honest, because again, you haven't heard good or bad things about it most of the time. And I kind of went into it, 3.5, fine. And then I started hearing everybody else's reviews of it, because I read it. I don't know if you guys know this, but I finished it like a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. I was reading anxiously waiting for you to pick. I was like, Hannah, when are you going to read this?
And I didn't even really mean to. It just completely snuck up on me. And I was like, oh yeah, I've got to read that book this month. But I loved it. And it didn't take me too far to get into it, but it took me a minute. I was like, okay, this is good. This is kind of cute. This is cute. Okay. And then I just really loved that she was a vet, and I just really loved certain aspects of it. So yeah, I agree with all that's been said. All right. Everybody else, let us know your general thoughts on what you thought prior to or during the book. Betsy said this book was the first book I've read by her, and have read the second book in this. You have read the second book in this series. Oh, and the one in the Abby series. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. First book by her and want to read more. So nostalgic. I love that. Her Hawthorne Brothers series.
One of the brothers, I don't know if it's maybe both, if he appears in this one or the other one, but the one that's like the movie star, he's in like all of her books. She mentions characters from.
Oh, that's fun. I love that.
So I want to read that series. It's like that How to Date Your Best Friend or something like that. I think it's the first one, something like that. And there's different ones. How to Date a Movie Star, all that.
We'll definitely have to look into those. I loved her book in the Serendipity series. Oh, fun. I also didn't know she wrote in that series, too. I agree the romance was short. I agree with that, too, Bethany. I do think that the time lapse was a little short. But
I didn't even notice that. I was just in it, man. It was so good.
That was one of my issues with it. It was rushed for sure. I could see that. Yeah. Nostalgic for boy bands. For me, just got me with this one. But it was a sweet romance. But I do agree it was a slow romance. Okay. I agree that their story was kind of in the background. I wanted to see more of it. I think it was over the course of a couple months, but it seemed much faster because we didn't see it and it skipped forward. Yeah, I also do see that. Like, I feel like there was a lot of time that passed that we didn't see.
Girl, if you would have read that bonus epilogue, it really skips forward. That's good stuff.
Mine did not have the bonus epilogue, sadly.
You had to you have to join her newsletter.
Oh.
Like, it's at the end of I was reading it on Kindle. I had it, but I was reading it on Kindle. And at the very end, it says, do you want the bonus epilogue? And you sign up for a newsletter and they'll send it.
Oh, maybe I did see that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell us like later in the discussion what it.
Well,
where
but
it
somebody might want to read it. Y'all need to read it because you just need to read it. I'll
Oh,
screenshot
yeah.
it and send it to y'all.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that in addition to an epilogue that was in there?
Yes, it's a
Okay,
bonus.
I was gonna say I listened, but like I heard an epilogue. So
Yeah, there
Yeah,
was.
there is one, but she does a bonus, and she did it with the second book too. I just spoiled that I
Okay.
already did that one, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Never into boy bands growing up, so I couldn't really relate a lot to the female main character. I wasn't either. I know. It just seems kind of like one of those weird things. It's like I never really was into boy. I would just never was into boy bands. I was more like individual artist.
Yeah.
But I still loved it regardless. I just related to how boy band obsessed Lainey was. I love that, Betsy. I agree with Keisha that it was a soul book for me. Oh my gosh, I love that, guys. I think I'm in the minority of it being pretty mid for me. No, listen, we were talking to Bethany backstage because Bethany also has some thoughts on this one, and I'm here for it. Like the fact that it's so like everybody is like yes, yes, and then we have a few of you that's like, I appreciate that. I agree with Bethany, but it was a little insta-lovey, but in spite of that, I absolutely loved it. I love that. I know
Because he was going to that vet for a while
yeah.
before, so it's not like they were complete strangers. And then you start dating somebody, and you just
I do think there was time past that we didn't see. I will say that.
Yeah.
They're mentioned in this one.
yeah.
Fun. I love when authors do that. Expected to be mid, but I ended up connecting with both the nostalgia and grief themes. Oh, we're going to talk about the grief. Every time you guys come on here, we're going to talk about grief. You might as well just.
He was like, "How does this find me?" and everything.
Bonus
Mhm.
Now everybody's about to run, go read it.
Yeah, if you have the Kindle, it's at the end. You have to request it.
Went in with the expectation that it would be cheesy. When I heard the prologue, I thought, yep. I became super invested after like the first chapter. I actually did get the bonus as well. Oh, this is Rebecca.
Yeah, it's a big skip ahead. It's just like you want to know where they are however long from now. But then it's funny because when you go into the second book, you don't see them at that point yet. So it's like, why'd you do that?
Oh, that is weird. I loved it. Listen, In Sync, I had no idea who they were. Like 3 or 4 months ago.
I remember when you found out who they were.
I was like, New York City. Who's that?
I think we were too young. Is that why?
I don't feel like she was too young to know, but I mean, she was a late 90s, well, mid 90s, right?
99.
Well, it's late 90s. Okay.
Oh my goodness, yes, you were too young.
But like I was in 93 and I feel like I knew.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of came about when I was born or / before I was born, but like I don't know. I definitely wasn't as connected to them as somebody who's probably born in the 80s though, that were like a teen when.
Yeah, see, I was kind of in between. So it was like 5th grade, I feel like, or maybe 4th and 5th. They were definitely my favorite. But I'm realizing after reading this book that maybe there's a different level of boy band fandom that I had not reached.
Did y'all not have posters on your walls? Y'all, I had Jesse McCartney even above my bed so I could look at that beautiful man every night when I went to bed.
There is definitely a different level.
And I'm that level.
I love it.
Was me.
Oh my gosh. But I have a tendency, like just now, if you guys saw me pause on this comment, I literally was like, New York City. New York.
In sync.
I was like, wait a second, that's that band, but I had no idea what it was. But I had heard Bye Bye Bye. They sing that, right? Like, I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
I had heard that.
And you know Backstreet Boys. You knew the Backstreet Boys, right?
Like a little bit.
But more than NSYNC, I guess.
I couldn't tell you.
I feel like they're even older. Maybe. I don't know.
I liked Backstreet Boys better.
Oh. Oh
when
no.
I had a cassette tape of NSYNC. I don't know what album. And then I had Backstreet Boys Millennium CD.
Oh, the cassette tapes. I do remember those.
Yeah.
I do remember cassette tapes.
You
But I
remember
was
a
like,
cassette tape, but not NSYNC.
I do.
Interesting.
I grew up with a CD player, so I
Yeah.
was like the beginning of CDs and DVD players.
Yep.
Just went back into the ebook and got access to the bonus epilogue. I
It does
love
jump a lot, Jen. But it's cute. It's so good.
Enjoy.
I teared up again.
Me too. Oh, I love that. I think it was on a live that I figured it out. Like one of Jordan's lives, I was like, what the heck?
Who's that? I'm like, are you serious right now?
It was a New York City girl. Woo! Look at you. Oh gosh. See, I have no idea who this is either. Do you guys know who this is?
Yeah, Christian bands.
Newsboys and DC Talk.
Yeah. They're like early, well, I don't know if they're 90s, but like I feel like they were early 2000s. So it could have been before or after. That's when I listened to them.
I'm sorry, Lisa. I have no idea who that is. But I love that for you, that you loved them. I can still picture my favorite goofy NSYNC poster. That's so cute. DC Talk. 85 here. So I started with the new kids on the block and graduated to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you know who New Kids on the Block are?
Mhm.
I didn't until I got older, so you're okay. They were before those, but
Betsy framed her poster. That's so fun. Oh, my Christian boy band. DC Talk was a Christian boy band?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
so and Newsboys.
Are they still around?
Wasn't DC Talk Toby Mac and people?
Was it? I don't know who was in it. Like I've just listened to their music. DC. I don't think they make music anymore. But I don't know. Oh my gosh, it was Toby Mac.
I didn't know he was in a band.
I never knew.
Oh my gosh.
I never knew who they were. I just listened to him. Toby Mac's new.
Oh my gosh. I did know he was in a band. I just didn't know what the name of their band was.
But also is Newsboys the ones that just got in trouble? Somebody from their band. Was that Newsboys?
That just what?
No, that wasn't Newsboys. Maybe that was it was Newsboys. There was some allegations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was DC Talk or Newsboys, but one of them.
It was Newsboys. Yeah. Anyway.
Didn't have any souvenirs of any of them though. Not at that level. But I also don't think my parents would have let me. No. Good grief. It's okay. Also framed Justin Timberlake posted on my wall because he was my favorite.
His grandparents live in my hometown. My parents knew him.
Oh my God.
Now we never saw him, but like it's crazy.
I guess in my brain boy bands. Oh, I guess in my brain boy bands were the pop ones, like NSYNC. I keep wanting to call that New York City, guys. I'm gonna end up calling it New York City. I loved all the boy bands. Loved New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, all the posters. Do they even make posters anymore? I think they do.
They still have magazines, but they're probably just not as popular. But like I grew up with like J14, Teen Beat, Bop, all that, 17.
Now all the kids just get on Google.
Yeah.
A VHS of NSYNC wore that thing out.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. Justin and his ramen noodle hair. Oh, what is going on?
Have you never seen his hair? Like his blonde hair and it looked like ramen noodles?
I think potentially. I know what you're talking about. Justin Timberlake. Yeah, that's so fun. I had no idea that was his band. Hello, Grandma Susan. I'm glad you're here. I wanted to put my hands. Oh, that is a look. That is a look.
That still is not ramen noodles.
Betsy wanted to put her hand in it. Betsy, you're so funny. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just listened to them. I didn't even know.
Toby Mac, Michael Tate, Kevin Max. Oh, you guys know so much. Also started with New Kids on the Block. Michael Tate, who was a singer in DC Talk, then became lead singer for Newsboys way later. Oh my gosh.
And that's the one that had
okay, so it was both. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't remember.
Like the old Newsboys before Michael Tate. He was also part of DC Talk. Oh my gosh. The ball lead singer.
See, when they're in a band, I oftentimes don't know like the individuals unless one of them's just like so cute. Then I know who that is. But like if they're not, then I don't know who any of them are.
All right. We will discuss boy bands all night, pretty much. But here is question number 2. Who is your favorite character or who is your least favorite character? And I feel like this is going to be pretty universal, but who knows? It may be different. Keisha, do you want to start with this one?
Sure.
Who's your favorite and least favorite?
It's easier for me, I guess, to say my least favorite first. And it took me a minute. I was like, was there anybody I didn't like? But then I remembered the manager guy. Obviously, we don't like him. So I don't have a lot to say about him because I kind of forgot about him because I loved everybody else and everything else more. But he was obviously he didn't have other people's best interests in mind, things like that. So he was just kind of like douchey. So I didn't like him. And there may have been somebody else. I just don't remember. So that's what I'm going to go with. My favorite is so hard to pick because I love so many different people for so many different reasons. Like I loved Adam /Deke because of just who he was. And he was such a sweet character, like such a good book boyfriend character. And like, just like, I don't want to say the guy of every girl's dreams, but he's a good model for a good boyfriend, very wholesome and sweet. So I really, really liked him. And appreciated the journey he was on, felt for him and stuff. And then I also like really, really related with Lainey on that boy band level, which for me, it wasn't a boy band. It was more like I was obsessed with Jesse McCartney, but it was equivalent. Like I still got that hype thing and like creating material with all the stuff that has to do with them, like books and stuff. Like that was me. So I relate with her on that deep level. And then I love like her honesty and how she kind of has like word vomits a little bit and just says what she feels. And I do that. So that felt like a deep thing for me. And then like Percy, obviously you can't not like him because he was just such a fun character and a comedic relief.
So funny.
It's really hard for me to pick because like I love them all for different reasons. She wrote so many good characters.
Yeah, it was really hard. Bethany, who was your favorite or least?
Okay, so same on the least. I don't remember his name, but the manager. He was definitely my least favorite. I think I was trying to look, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting this right. Freddie was the friend who like continued and kind of went solo.
He's the one who like made it big.
So I feel like was my favorite only because, like I said, I feel like I focused on the wrong thing, like not what I was intended to focus on in this book. So like I was so like just outraged at what happened to Adam. And anyway, so like it's just such a little part of it, I feel like, but the fact that he like kind of sacrificed for him and took on like that contract and did that, I don't know, I just loved that part of it. Like that really stood out to me because like I said, that's like kind of where my focus was. The whole book was just like, I can't believe this happened to him. I can't believe And then I was just like, I think part of it is like my age and being a mom, that now when I think about like child stars and like child actors and like all that they go through, it's just, it breaks my heart and I feel like it's terrible. And anyway, and so like this book, it like highlighted that for me, and that's what I focused on. And I was so like I feel like she did such a good job that I felt like they were real, and like I had like this like anger and like empathy for them. So I'm like, she did such a good job in that, but I don't think she even like meant to do it to that degree for me. But anyway, but yeah, I was very like just so heartbroken and sad that that happened, that like that he was treated that way and just a kid.
No, it's so hard to think about,
I didn't
like,
mean to
all of our
jump into
childhood our childhood, like, singers and actresses and singers.
that. Mhm.
That life is not it's not very glamorized as much as we think it might be, but
Yeah.
my favorite, I'm gonna start with my least favorite. His name was Kevin. The only reason I remember that is because I did just finish it. I do think that he was really the only unlikable character because it's show business, baby. So he was my least favorite. And then I feel like my favorite immediately was Adam. I loved him so much. I loved him from the get-go. And it's really hard for me to just fall in love with a male main character because they have to prove themselves. Like I need to know he's like in it to win it. And he just captured my heart from the very beginning. I loved him so much. But yeah, everybody else, let us know your favorite and your least favorite if you have one. Darius Rucker. If you're a country fan, you know him, but how many realize he was a lead singer? Oh, I didn't know he was in a band.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Blowfish. What a name.
I knew that. But only because my dad.
I'm assuming they're not in the band any longer.
No, he's on his own. I think they've had like reunion things, but I don't know. Unless they've gotten back together, I don't know. I may be wrong. Jen may know more than me.
Jen, let us know if this is still around. The manager was horrible. I don't have a favorite. I love them all.
Good answer.
I was an 80s child, so I grew up with hair bands. But my kids actually loved NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and New Kids on the Block, but my daughter loved Jonas Brothers. That's another one that I really tried to get really hard into, but I could never get into Jonas Brothers. I really liked their music, but I was like not fangirling over them, I would say. But my favorite character was Adam. Least favorite was the crappy manager. Already forgot his name. His name
hair bands. This that literally hair bands. I was like, what hair bands? Hair bands? Like, sorry.
Like they just had the crazy hair, I guess, going.
Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard. Okay, that makes sense. Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses. Okay. Now I know.
Hated the manager. Had a soft spot for the friend that. Oh, I loved Freddie. I forgot about Freddie when I made this question, but I loved him. I cannot.
The second book, yeah. The second book, yes.
Wait for the second book. I loved him so much. He was, like kind of like Percy. He was a comedic relief. I just really loved him. Boo to the manager. I loved Adam. My favorite was Adam. Yeah. Goldie. Adam and Goldie. The doggy. Yes. Yes. I loved him so much. Besides Adam being my fave, definitely the dogs. I know there was so many puppies at the very beginning. That was a lot of fun. Manager was trash. Agree. The dogs were definitely my favorite part. Favorite side character was her friend Teddy. I do not
Percy?
remember. Are you thinking of Percy? Yeah. The wasn't he the vet?
Yeah, he was also the vet with her.
I think you're thinking of Percy.
With the funny grandma. Unless there was another person named Teddy. I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think so. Totally disliked the manager. No, they have not. He is Darius Rucker's band. Very successful as a solo artist. You didn't know what hair bands? I didn't know.
Well, I didn't know that's what they were called. I didn't know obviously
what it was.
Yeah. I just was like, that's why I looked it up. I was like,
did you know what hair bands were, Bethany?
Yeah, It's like an 80s thing, though.
Oh,
I was like there for 1 year of the 80s, but
I would have just called them like rock bands or something. Like that's in my head. I didn't know they were called hair bands. Like,
yeah, because all the hair.
learn something new. See, Hannah, you're not the only one who doesn't know certain things.
I thought that that's just what they were called. I didn't know it was based off their hair.
Apparently, I mean, maybe it's not, but they all definitely had some hair.
That's so fun. Yeah, she means Percy. Who was the popular boy bands in your teens? I really don't remember. I think we had multiple single artists. Like Justin Bieber was really big when I was a teenager.
Yeah, but me too. I loved him.
I loved him. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to have everything Justin Bieber. But I loved him. And I loved Hunter Hayes was also a big thing. The Jonas Brothers were kind of around. One Direction.
Yeah.
I was one of those girls that was like, oh my gosh, Harry.
Freddie is so Harry coded.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Well, especially because he's the one who made it the biggest. I
wonder if she based Midnight Rush on a certain band.
I think it was just inspired by all of them. But I could see the One Direction pull for sure. But I think like she grew up probably more with like the Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block, and Sync. So she probably just had it as a whole.
Yeah. They definitely had crazy long hair. Oh, I loved Hunter Hayes. Casey and I actually we actually got together in 7th grade, and we went to like this cute little dance that middle schools go to, and Hunter Hayes sang the first song that we ever danced to.
Shut up! That's so cool.
And we played it at our wedding. And I was, if you've ever heard the song "Wanted" by Hunter Hayes,
yeah, that's the only song I know by him.
I can't listen to that one without having a moment. But I love Hunter Hayes. One Direction, Maroon 5. They were also a big thing when I was growing up. Yeah, Wanted. I don't know if they do much anymore.
They do.
Even together?
They're not. Yeah, they did the Super Bowl like 2-3 years ago, and it was horrible. They're not good live, but I love them.
Well, I didn't know that they were not good live.
Well, according to the Super Bowl, they weren't, because I watched it. I was so excited, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not great."
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Storm Morning. Now I'm gonna have to go listen to Hunter Hayes. Maroon 5. Yes, it is he's a very underrated artist in my opinion. Okay. This one's a fun question. If you were in Lainey's shoes, which I feel like a lot of us feel some stuff come away of how she reacted. If you were in Lainey's situation, would you act or react differently to realizing that the guy you've fallen in love with is actually the guy you've been in love with your entire life? So, and like you're dating one of your biggest celebrity crushes. So how would you react to that? Basically, how would you do life after that? Would you act differently or would you act the same as Lainey? Whoever wants to take this one.
I feel like I don't have a super good answer because I had a hard time like relating, I guess. But but yeah, I mean, I guess probably the same. Although I know people have talked about this too, and I think even Keisha said this. Her like one critique, it wasn't even a critique, but that like, how did she not know? How did she not recognize?
Yeah. Like if you are that obsessed, I don't care that he's been MIA for this long and that he's burly and has a beard now. No. It's in the eyes. No. You would know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than
that,
yeah.
It's like, girl, open your eyes. Even it was brought up in the book. Like, how did I not know?
Yeah. And I know she said she kind of like got over that. Like she reached a point of like more maturity and she went off to college and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. No, you would know.
Yeah.
He was still all over her bedroom.
Yeah. Well, at home. Yeah, I
At
love
home,
that.
yeah.
I love that your mom
Like
didn't
you
change
haven't been
it.
to your mom's house.
Oh man. Yeah. I don't know, like, obviously this is such a far-fetched situation that
Mm-hmm.
so like I have met celebrities and based on and they weren't necessarily celebrity crushes, but like, okay, here's an example. I was in a coffee shop in Franklin and Phil Wickham came in the door. I was like, I was
Wait.
sitting there with my friend. This was before I even really like loved his music. Like I knew who he was and I liked his music, but I knew enough of it that I was like, that's Phil Wickham. And I sat there and I was talking to my friend and I was like, I really think that's Phil Wickham. And she's like, it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, you should go say hi. And I'm like, what do I say? And she's like, just tell him you like his music. So I go up to the counter. He's like getting his coffee. And it's always like you don't want to bother them, but then they know people are gonna bother them. So I'm like, are you Phil Wickham? It's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, I love your music. And he's like, thank you. I mean, he's really chill, And I was like, I don't know what I said after that, but I was shaking. And I mean, I was at like a book signing one time for Jordan Lee Dooley and I met her and I was shaking when I smiled for a picture with her. Like my jaw. So I don't want to even think about if I ran up on Jesse McCartney in public, I'd probably faint. Like I'd probably just make myself look a complete fool because I don't know how. And I know they expect, I don't want to be the crazy girl. I want to be normal, but I couldn't have a conversation. I don't think I could. If it was my crush, I feel like I'd just make a fool of myself. And if I didn't know and then found out, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It would probably be crazy.
Oh, how does it feel to be God's favorite? Honestly, because when I completely tell you, if Phil Wickham walked in the same room as me,
I know.
I would simply pass away.
Yeah, I know. I wish that could meet him now. Well, and do you know who Christian Stanfield is? He sings with Passion, like at the Passion conferences.
I've heard the name.
We saw him when we went on vacation to like the 30A beaches. And I was like, I think but I didn't say anything to him. He was with his family and it was very clearly a family vacation. But I was like, oh, that's Christian Stanfield. Like, I swear I see all these people, but I just don't know how to act because it's like you don't want to be that person that's fangirling.
Yeah.
But like you also, I mean, they get it, but I don't know. And I know they're just normal people. Clearly, he was on vacation with his wife and kids. Like, they're normal, but it's like you also are like, I don't know what it is. It's just that fame thing. It's like, oh my gosh, you're this person that I admire so much. And yeah.
Oh my gosh. I forgot. I feel like you've told me that story before, but I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh. It's going to take me a minute to get over that one.
Are you going to see him?
Phil Wickham. Yes. Like in 2 weeks.
I wish I could go. I know. I wish I could go.
I'm going to have the time of my life. I already told Casey, I said, you just hold me back if I get too rowdy.
I'm so jealous. Oh, so good.
I even forgot the question. You got me flustered.
Sorry.
Anyway, I feel like I would react a little bit differently because I am a person that does not like my business like spread all over the place. And I feel like when you are in a position like this position of dating a person always in the spotlight, your business becomes everybody's business. And that to me is a lot. And I feel like I only share certain things with like close people in my life and friends and family. And I feel like it would take me a long time to be okay with being in the spotlight. So
and the rumors that would come out, like, or the fabrications of stuff. I agree with you.
I just think it would definitely be it would change your life for sure. So I would definitely have to be thinking a lot about that, even though it's a great thing, like your dream come true, but it would still take a lot of thinking from me.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot about Rascal Flatts. They were a big thing too. Hunter Hayes, such a cutie. Rascal Flatts. I think she was way calmer than expected. Also, I'm confused how she didn't know.
Yep.
We were all confused about that one. Totally act the same way as Lainey. She is me, basically. Probably the same. I would probably faint.
Yeah.
I'd be wearing his band t-shirts all the time. I'd be a very proud girlfriend. I'd point to my shirt, and this is my man.
Oh, man.
I love that. I do think I would know right away and would be freaking out. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't take me near as long. I mean, it took her like a couple weeks, and she didn't even find out based off of what she found out because somebody told her. I definitely would not have acted like her. I do believe I would have known, even though a lot of time has passed.
Yep.
I feel like at the very least you would remember his full name if she were that big of a fangirl. That is a good point. She should have at least known his name. Because she knew a bunch of facts about him. Megan Trader's husband, the Spy Kid, is with her, dancing and singing to all of her backstage and just completely obsessed. Yes, he's so cute. He's so sweet. I was at AC once and I was able to recognize a side character from a soap opera I watched. And she definitely looked different on TV, but still recognized.
I love that. Isn't it crazy when you see him in the wild? It's like, what are you doing out here?
Wendy agrees with you. I'm not really sure what, but I think you just made her suck all the air out of the house. Wait, that's my husband.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
She was like, excuse me, you saw who in a coffee shop? Yeah. I just wish that I would have like known even more, like, because now I'm real like into his music. At the time I was like into it, but not as much as I am now. So I just
oh man, I would have simply just passed away right there in the chair. I would be the same. Because you really is Lainey.
I'm telling you, I feel it. She's calmer than me, though, I think. By a long shot.
I would be the same because if I saw Phil Wickham in person. I love him so. Oh, Josiah Queen. I love Josiah Queen.
Yeah.
So. Carrie Job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many good ones. Oh, I don't think I can even speak. Yes. Yes, Wendy.
I feel like they're so chill, though.
Oh, I know. You know they're used to it.
Yeah, I feel like they're just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be as nervous to meet one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think just because they have a different demeanor.
Yeah.
Or something, and closer in age with us, maybe too.
I was telling Casey the other day, I was like, we were listening to Phil Wickham on the way to church or something, and I said, can you believe we're going to be in heaven with Phil Wickham? And I can't wait. Like, I obviously am excited to get to Jesus, but
yeah,
Phil Wickham's going to be there too.
I love you, Hannah.
If you love Phil Wickham, you have to watch. Oh, I did. I
haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Oh, it's so good. And the soundtrack is gold. I love it so much. I don't think he ever publicly said his name was Adam while he was in the band.
No, but she knew his name was Adam Deacon. What? Because she was obsessed. So
I feel like she should have put that together.
Yeah.
It's a good point, right? We kind of went over this a little bit, like throughout the night. Favorite boy bands, and we'll just quickly like skim over that one since we have already talked about it. But if you want to leave any kind of boy bands in the chat that we haven't talked about, or any boy bands you think we have left out, or artists or anything like that that you loved growing up.
Did anybody know that Jesse McCartney was in a boy band before he was just Jesse McCartney?
No.
Anybody? Dream Street?
I don't remember if I knew that before you reminded, like if you reminded me or if you told me that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I knew.
So he was a baby. I'll show you a picture. He was in Dream Street first. That's where I figured out who he was. And then he went on to be like, so there's Jesse McCartney.
Oh my gosh, he's so tiny.
Give me songs,
And
Keisha.
this is Chris Truesdale, who I also really loved, and he died, and it was really hard. They did a tribute after he passed away of all them singing. Their main song that they're known for is "It Happens Every Time," and y'all need to look up the music video for "It Happens Every Time." It happens every time. They did a little dance. I just love it.
I feel like that is familiar.
Yeah. So cute.
do you have any artists or boy bands to add to the list of boy bands that we've talked about? Or artists, I should say, that you just absolutely loved?
Nick Lachey, 98 Degrees.
I feel like somebody mentioned 98 Degrees.
Yeah, somebody did.
I Do Cherish You. Yes. The Nick Lachey, he was fine. Like,
not fine. Fine.
Yeah, with the O in there. I was so upset when him and Jessica Simpson split up and he got with what's her name? Vanessa Carlton or something, whatever her name is. I was so upset about that. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. I was very into my stuff as a child now. I probably still am a little bit, but
you should know by now. I do not know names of people. I'm like, man, that guy looks familiar.
Do you know who Nick Lachey is? Let me show you. I was like, let me write this in.
While she's doing that, I'll do story time because I was trying to prepare for this question. And like, so NSYNC was like 4th or 5th grade. And I feel like it was more of like, you know, like a social thing, like with my friends. Like I wasn't like obsessed or like in love because I was a little kid. And anyway, and then, but in high school, so like there was this, oh yeah, there you go.
That was when he was younger. But he's with this woman now. And that's them.
Okay.
So, anyways. Okay, go ahead.
So, anyway, in high school, there was this show on TV called Rockstar in Excess, which is, it's so obscure and I'm sure no one knows about it. But anyway, it was like a singing competition. Like they were trying to find a new lead singer for this band. Mm-hmm. And the runner-up was Marty Casey. And I loved him, and like my mom loved him. And, like this like whole group of like wide variety of age of women. We went several times to Chicago because he was from Chicago. So he like gets runner-up on this show and then goes like back home to Chicago and gets back with his like regular band. Okay, yeah. Here, I've got a picture for you. So this is me in high school.
Oh, shut up! Look at that!
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, you can't really see it, but so I was like, okay, I'll go get that because that's like the best reference I have to like being a band.
So cool.
So fun.
We had so much fun, and it was like I said, like my mom and my best friend and like these women older than my mom, and we like a big group went to Chicago several times to see them.
Aww.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that story. That was precious.
This is so fun. I love it.
Hanson. A couple people mentioned Hanson. I've not heard of them, but is that a boy band?
Mm-hmm. They were 90s.
90s. And his sister went to school with my sister. Oh my gosh.
That's Hanson.
Hanson.
That's probably
oh, maybe I have seen that.
Always the blonde.
Yes, I've seen that one. I don't think I've heard anything by them, but McCartney. Jesse McCartney was Keisha's favorite. I did like Jesse McCartney, a couple of his songs too. Bon Jovi and Rick Springfield on my wall. Love that, Rebecca. Loved Hanson. And even wore out my cassette tape listening to
Bop.
Bop.
Yeah.
Taylor, maybe I'm not fit to host this discussion. I'm so sorry.
You got to do your research now, Hannah. You're going to have to go look up all these people.
I was not qualified. Somebody should.
No, but this is so fun. We're learning about all the different ones.
Yes. 99 degrees. Yes, Lord, sweet help us. 105 degrees. New York City. I was upset with him splitting with Jessica too. I watched their reality show when they were married.
Yeah.
I used their songs in my wedding, like even after they split up. Like, was it I Swear, that he wrote? It was their wedding song, and I put it on our wedding, even though they split up. Hopefully that wasn't that omen, but I was like, this is still a good song.
Oh, no. Ricky Martin. I was upset with that. Yeah, there was quite a few upset with that breakup.
Thank you.
Say his name again.
April knows.
Nick Lakey? Nick
Lachey.
Lachey. Nick Lachey. 10-year-old Aaron had a picture of Stephen Curtis Chapman in my wallet.
Oh,
I love it.
Wait, is this Stephen Curtis?
Yeah.
He was in Boy Meets World, right?
This is a Christian artist, Hannah.
No, who am I thinking of? Who's the guy that Boy Meets World?
Man, I just love when you find out who people are you don't know. It's
I'm
so
so
fun.
sorry. Again, I was not qualified for this.
Hannah, I feel like this is me now. Like I recognize like the older stuff like from when I was a kid.
I want
But
to know
now
if this is the Stephen Curtis Chapman you had on your wall when he had the hair and he was young.
I have no
He
idea what
look-
it is.
This is like him now.
Oh.
But he's like a pretty like classic Christian artist. I'm trying to think what are his like main. Oh, Cinderella. I forgot about that song. That's a good one. Yeah. Hannah, everybody needs to send Hannah a list of these to listen to after. We'll do this with you like we do the movies with you.
Yes, we need to be listening to some songs besides Phil Wickham. I remember that.
Oh, that's the show I was talking about. Yay, somebody new.
Oh yeah, Betsy remembers that too.
Yay.
Oh, listen, John Stamos. I don't remember General Hospital because I never watched General Hospital, but he played in Full House, and I loved him.
Yeah. He was dreamy.
Yes. Bob. Henson Brothers. Sorry I didn't explain that well, but Jesse McCartney's sister. Oh my gosh. His sister went to school with Wendy's sister.
I love it. Oh my gosh. What? It's just okay.
Oh my gosh. Tears for Fears and Simple Minds. Hi, Annie. I did not see you pop in.
No idea. Okay, Hannah, I'm with you on that one. If you don't know, I don't know either. I don't know who those people are.
I don't either.
The
Oh wait,
songs or people?
that sounds familiar.
Is it songs or people? Like bands that were.
Yeah, I don't know.
Both. I said artist or bands. So it could be both.
But like, I'm trying to figure out who. Or sorry, I meant songs. Okay, that's a band. Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears.
No idea. 80s. Sorry, you probably are like, Keisha, you are taking up way too much time looking up these bands.
No,
But
I'm
know who they
genuinely
are.
curious. Thank you, Annie, for bringing that to because I'm not sure. But anybody else has heard of these, let us know.
Simple Minds.
Mhm.
Interesting.
99 Degrees.
Boys
Boy,
to Men.
A boy, two men.
Boys
Boy,
to Men.
Boys to Men.
Boys, two men. That was not what I have. Boys, two men were a big deal when I was young. Nice.
Do you remember? Did you watch That's So Raven?
Yeah.
We
Yep.
are the boys in motion. It's not the same thing, but that's what it made me think of. The boys in motion from that show.
Yes, the boy meets. Oh my gosh.
Oh my word.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me with the people that you've met. That's crazy. Yeah, see? You have some other people knowing that show. So cool. The Great Adventure. Settle up your horses. We got a trail to blaze.
I think I only know one Stephen Curtis Chapman song. I know who he is, but I need to go back.
Oh, yeah, Rebecca knows who they were. Nice. No, I don't.
He's a Christian
Um,
artist too.
should I know? Tears for Fears did shout. Yes. I love it. Toby Mac super close signing stuff, but was too scared to approach him. I do love Toby Mac. My mom and I just stalked him from afar. Hello. Yes. What do you think about well, right now we're discussing one of our book club books, which is Once Upon a Boy Band. So we are going to be discussing spoilers. So just a heads up if you want to potentially read the book. But thanks for popping in. Michael W. Smith. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Kind of. I know the name, but
He's like an older Christian artist.
probably like Stephen Curtis Chapman time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what he sang. He still sings stuff, but you never know who writes songs, because some people like there's different Christian artists and they'll all sing a song and it's like, but who wrote the song? But he's got like Awesome God on here, which Here I Am to Worship from 2002. So the classics.
I'm sure. I'm definitely one of those people that if I hear a song, I don't always know who wrote it or is singing it. Sometimes I just like the song. You would think that me living in the land of Kentucky Derby that I would have seen a celebrity at some point, but nope. Oh, I love that song. See? I love that song and have no idea who that is. So, all right. Obviously, this is a trademark of our Comfy Cozy discussions. Let's talk about Adam's grief. So this is where we're going to get into spoiler territories, where what happened to Adam and why he is the way that he is and why does he approach things the way that he approaches them. Again, I'm going to spoil the book for anybody who has not read it, so be aware. But Adam was very cold towards the Midnight Rush, like going back to reunion of Midnight Rush, because he had a traumatic experience where he was forced to continue to play even though his mom was super sick, and his mom ended up passing away while he was on stage. And so obviously that was very traumatic as a teen, and he never went back, and he just kind of up and left the band and would not go back. So I kind of left this open because I kind of want your guys' opinion on that. Do you think that Jenny Proctor handled this in a caring way? Do you think that, what do you think about his grief? Do you think he handled it in the best way? Do you think he would have felt similar? It's kind of open-ended.
I can't believe he actually went back and did it. And I mean, I feel like she handled it in a good way. But like I said, I was just so outraged, for the, he was just taken advantage of, and it's just so sad to me. But I get also, in the story, that it was, providing for them too. He was providing for his mom and his sister, and, but that was just so sad to me, and I was just like, no, don't go back. You just, I liked the band, the people. I wanted him to, reconnect with them, but to actually, go back. But it all worked out, but I was just, definitely pro him.
I think he had big feelings about
it. I really did. I think that I was just, something about, my mood when I read this, that is just, where my focus went, and I just felt so strongly about that whole scenario and felt so bad for him. And his mom, I think he said that his mom was hasking him to come home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was.
And, yeah, I don't know. It just broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I was also outraged because I'm this is me. I'm oh, this industry, I'm getting mad, they're real people, and I'm just because I'm it's not just whatever his name was, the guy, the bad guy, it's the whole thing. Like, we know. We've read enough memoirs by now from child stars that we know.
Yeah.
So, it's just, yeah. Anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He was so young.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I don't like it.
I think she handled it well. I appreciated how she dealt with I think she took care with a heavy topic, but in a rom-com setting. So it wasn't too heavy, but it still, I think she paid good attention to it at the same time, like to take care with it. And obviously my heart was broken too for him, because the weight he was carrying as a child to like you said, like provide for the family. Like he was doing it, one, because he loved music and he wanted to do it, but also it was providing for his family. And to be in a position where, you know, you're forced to stay here and perform while your mom is sick and on her deathbed, and not have the opportunity to go home is hard. And just seeing how that affected him in a way that like he couldn't even be bothered to like pursue music anymore because of that trauma that he had from that, and because he didn't want to lose anybody else in his life, and because he felt like, and he made that promise to his mom, like on her grave or whatever, like, I'm not going to do this again because of what happened. And just the weight that he carried. And you know, it wasn't all his fault, and it's never all somebody's fault. Like, yeah, it sucks he couldn't come home, and like he was under this contract and he couldn't leave, and you know, but he was a kid, like he had to follow these rules. And but I don't know, I just can't imagine, you know. And I'm sure that, I mean, obviously it affected him in a heavy way, but I was so proud for him to like face it though, and to go back and be like, I can do this balanced, you know, which he didn't know that, you know, Lainey helped him with that. But you can go back into this. You're an adult now, and you don't have to let these people control you like this. You can make your own rules. And so I appreciated that, like, he was still able to do what he loved and what his mom would have wanted him to do. Like, she would have wanted him to still be able to do that. She wouldn't have held that against him, but he just had carried that grief of, and the guilt of what he did. So I don't know. I feel like she handled it really well.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree with both of you, everything that you just said, because I just love grief in books. I really do. I love the representation of it. And I really love them when it can be a really fun book and then grief is handled so well. It was extremely hard for me to see. I'm kind of like Bethany. It was extremely hard for me to see him at such a young age lose his mom, because I couldn't imagine losing my mom regardless. But like losing my mom at such a young age and doing something that I thought I had to do. And this is a completely different book discussion, but I'm going to refer to your discussion that you had last night, Keisha, which, if anybody is curious, like, you should go back and watch that one, because that was a good discussion. But Leah Beth made the claim that grief almost creates this shell of unforgiveness, and it makes you hard towards certain things, because it's, are you kidding me? Like, I've already been through so much and you want me to do this? Like, you want to do this? And I think that's where Adam was. I think that he was so hard shelled toward it all that he was like, absolutely not. And so do I think that he handled it in a very human way? Yes, I do. I think that is how we handle certain things and certain grief moments in our life. And I do think Jenny Proctor, hats off to Jenny Proctor, because I do think she handled that very well. But again, I'm just a softie for grief representation.
Yeah.
Let us know, guys, what you thought of the grief representation. Can't imagine the grief he went through, and probably would have went into hiding, and I would have handled it just like he did. I agree. Wouldn't have blamed my bandmates, and would have exited quietly and kept the drama to myself, because I would be upset that I didn't stand up for myself and just leave and go home and see my mom. Yeah, and I feel like that's a tough thing too, because what would we have done? Like, would we have continued to perform? I would like to think that I would go home and see my mom and just be like, absolutely not. This is not worth it, Mom. But
I think that's what got me so upset, because I felt like he didn't have a choice, like, because he was a kid, because he was just being told what to do. Like,
yeah,
it was so sad.
and it said that, like, he was so used to adults just telling him where to go and what to do.
Yeah.
And he was so young, and then have to deal with that guilt and also raise his sister. Yeah. I forgot about that too. Big empathy for him. Jenny did a great job. Yes, she did. Kind of upset at the band members for not showing him more empathy. Yes, that's a good point. And not.
I think it was good that they. I think it was good that, like, that at the end we found out what Freddie did, and like helping him be able to leave the band, though, and like that obviously did take a toll on the band members too. Not to overshadow what Adam was going through with his grief, but I think they all, like Bethany was talking about earlier, they sacrificed for him too. And I think the time that had spanned from teenagers to now, like they're like at 26 or something, I think is how old Laney was. So assuming he's around the same age, like 10 years or so, that's time where I was glad to see him be able to get back with the band, but I hate that he was that hard toward them for so long, because I get why. It was the connection of everything, but it was hard for him to even communicate with them or want to do anything with them after that because of all that. But they did, I think they did empathize in the only way they knew how, and they did sacrifice for him at the time that it happened. And but yeah, like after all that time, they were probably like, just get over it. But he was still having to overcome that unforgiveness, like you were talking about, Hannah.
Yeah, it was a sore spot. And everything that was with that was a sore spot.
Yeah.
And then he was like re-traumatized because stupid Kevin was like, you're going to do what I say.
Yeah, you're going to do more than one show, even though I just asked for one. Ooh.
Kevin Dinkelberg.
What does that mean?
I think she handled it well in the book. I totally agree with Bethany. I was pretty upset about him not getting to go back and see her. I know that was so cruel. Do you think she handled it well? But that was just so sad. I wish the band members were showing him more empathy for it and not wanting to go back. Yes. I think we're all on the same page for the most part.
I had empathy for them too, because they were just kids too, being told what to do too.
That is true.
So like, I don't know. I didn't feel that strongly towards them, I guess, but more so.
And how much empathy?
This job.
Yeah. How much empathy can you have really as a teenager? You know, I feel like you can have empathy, but it's not near as strong as an adult. His guilt/anger masking his sadness was very real to me, and that grief changes relationships. I'm glad he reconnected with the bandmates, but I was surprised he would do the concert. Yeah. Wanted to see more empathy from the bandmates. Like, yes, your career shifted, but it was not just a, hey, I didn't want to do this anymore. It's the deal of his mom. I'm glad we're all on the same page with that. All right. How did we feel about the twist? And the twist that I am referring to is the twist at the end, which I loved the ending of this book. I feel like the ending just closed it for me. How did we feel about the end where the entire time Lainey knew who Adam's mom was? Like, she had been connected with his mom through, and somebody will have to remind me, it was like through a
fan group, like basically like
almost a Facebook group,
yeah,
of like band lovers. So, and she had kept his message or her messages throughout the years and was able to show that to Adam. So how did we feel about that? I loved it so much.
I did too. I loved it. That like made the whole book for me even more so. That's where I cried. Like, first when she shows his sister, but then when she shows him, and like just but
Oh.
like letting them look at it together and him read, I get chills even thinking about it now. It's just like, I love that she made that connection. I had no idea she was going to do anything like that. And it gave him kind of closure on like, my mom, he thought like he was just running off and his mom had these certain feelings about him, but she was his biggest fan. Like, and she ran this fan group, and it's just so wholesome. And I love that he got to find that out and through Lainey. Like, it was just kismet that they ended up being together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked that part. I thought it was really sweet.
Oh, so good. I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't. I was like, I don't know how Adam's going to get over this, because I was expecting something, because obviously Adam had to, overcome this whole grief hurdle. I was like, how is she going to pull this all together? I did not guess that she was going to do that. Oh, it was so cute, so wholesome. I love that she had that connection with Adam's mom. I do want to know, guys, did you cry? Did you? I know Keisha cried. Bethany, did you cry at all?
No.
I was teary.
It's been a while since I've cried in a book, though. Even, like I said, I'm reading Theo Golden and loving it so much. And there's stuff that you'd think, or I would think would make me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just cried a lot of things, so don't take it as much that I did. If it tugs at my heartstrings, I'm crying. So happy tears, sad tears, all the tears, mad tears.
Yeah, we were watching. Do you know the show? And the show's like, a little bit about me, but do you know this show? It's actually up on my TV right now. Do you know this show, Sweet Laugh on Deck?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have been watching this like whenever we eat dinner, and I was crying at one of the episodes the other night. So
I love it.
Really need to pull myself together.
Did you watch all of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
Yes.
That? So now this is your. I love that you're binging those.
They're so much fun watching as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much. It gave me goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did make the book for me. I will say it was a 4-star for me up until this point. I screamed when the twist was unfolding. I binged that part and just ate it up. So I cried at that part. Oh, his mom was so proud. Oh, yeah. So good. I cried. So sweet. The twist in him. Yes, the mom's ring. Oh, that was so good. Loved how it helped his grief and able to bring him back to music. I was teary-eyed. Yeah, I cried, but I cried during commercials. Okay, same.
Yeah.
Same. Yay! I love Sweet Laugh on Deck. It's so fun. Yes, I am also a crier. I can't. Okay. Still so fun question. If you're going to recommend this book to somebody, how would you pitch it to them? Would you have a certain strategy or use certain words to pitch it to them? Or buzzwords, I should say. How would you pitch it to them?
That's really hard for me, just because of like my experience with it. So I don't know, because it was
traumatizing.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. It wasn't like as rom-com-y for me as I was expecting, but I think I just wasn't.
Yeah. See, I laughed so much in the middle, I think.
Yeah. I think that, but I would still like pitch it, like, if you liked boy bands, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, like, Keisha, this is like perfect for you.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I would still pitch it that way, because I don't think it was the book. I think it was me and like the way that I interpreted it all, but so.
Yeah. I mean, I would pitch it the same way I've been gushing about it. That's how I've pitched it to every person that I've talked to about it since I read it. Told my coworker to read it. Like, I mean,
oh my gosh.
It is really like, I mean, if the title of the book appeals to you, it's probably going to be for you. Like Once Upon a Boy Band, you get to date a guy that you were obsessed with as a kid from your favorite boy band. Like, that's really all you need to tell somebody. But, you know, I don't know. And telling somebody that like I laughed, I cried, like I swooned, like all of the ingredients of what you want in a book like that. But also, like, it was hard. It had a good like grief element to it. You know, it was good. I do think the comedy though, I mean, their banter was cute, but I do think a lot of that comedy came from Percy when he was there too. And
Yeah.
his grandmother, oh my gosh, the things she said. I wanted more of her. I was like, bring
Yes.
her in more. She was so funny.
Yeah. I do. I agree. I think that it's so hard to narrow this down because I feel like this book just had a little bit of everything. I would definitely say if you loved boy bands, but also love a little bit of hard hitting stuff, like rom com meets grief. Like
Yeah.
I don't really know how I would pitch it, but I would definitely like recommend this to somebody who loves boy bands or is like a music lover or something to that nature. But
I want to add too, because I found this out about myself through reading these books. I would typically be somebody who says I don't like fame in books. What I specifically like is when you take a famous person and put them in a small town, which is what this does. So I would say, like, even if
Yeah.
you're somebody who doesn't typically like fame, if you like maybe fame in a small town or take a famous person and put them in a more calm setting, Carrie Winfrey's book Just Another Love Song does that too. Like a guy goes off from his hometown to be famous and then he comes back home.
Yeah.
And so you don't get the like in the spotlight stuff as much. Like in this, we only got when they got back together at the end and you saw them perform like as a band, maybe. Like that's the little bit we got. Now the sequel to this is more on the forefront with Freddie. Like it's the band, they're in the public eye, that type of deal. So,
oh, that's good to know. That is really good to know. Jeannie said, I actually tend to tear up when happy things happen than sad things. I think I was close to tearing up, but not quite there. Kind of wish I expressed more emotion though. It's okay. You don't have to cry at everything, every book that we cry at, because like I said, that happens quite often for me.
we just cry babies. Yeah.
If you loved boy bands and enjoy romance, read this.
Everybody's like,
I guess for me, it might have just been the wrong time to listen to it as an audio, as there were times I was like, come on. I do think it was sweet though, and I love reading with the group. Hi, Debbie. I didn't see you pop in. I agree. The audio I thought was I was not gonna do a jive with the audio, but I ended up actually really liking it.
I didn't listen to it. I just read it physically in 2 days.
I love that because I don't read that fast physically.
Yeah, I don't normally, but I just flew through that one.
Did you said you listened to it, Bethany, right?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the narrators?
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, they didn't bother me or anything.
I don't think they did me either. Every teenage girl's dream, but done so well. That's Wendy. If you love animals and romance, read this.
I did like the animal stuff and the vet.
Yeah.
The puppies, yeah.
And how he named him after all the different, like, and he named one after Taylor Swift.
If you had a poster of the lead singer of a boy band on your wall, this book is for you. That's a good one. I like that one, April. Ever imagine what it would be like to date your favorite boy band star? I love how you guys are taking this so seriously. Like, you guys are definitely advertisers. It might just be more than you bargained for. I love that shit. Boy bands, puppies, cute, clean rom-com. This is your book. Can we also talk about, I really loved the fact that I personally could really feel the romance and the wholesomeness and just cutesy. And it didn't have a single thing in it. And I love that. I love when an author can pull that off.
Okay, I know I was like, oh, the romance wasn't that good for me, but the dance scene, I really liked that. That was
yeah. I forgot about that. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, when in Rome, fame in a small town. I forgot about that one because she is famous.
Mm-hmm.
I love the famous person, normal person trope. Give me all the Rex. I would add childhood boy band star.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one.
It's the nostalgia of it too. Like,
That's a
'cause
good
it's
word.
not a now current favorite. It's like when
Yeah.
you were growing up.
That movie with Justin Timberlake, was it Model Behavior?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, when Model Behavior is it on Disney Plus? I do not know.
Mhm.
I would recommend it, but not sure. Maybe I would, if you love boy band, love hometown vibes, and love rescuing puppies, you will love this book. I'm thinking Betsy is saying no, it's not on Disney Plus.
I don't think it is. There's some that like are nowhere, and it's like, why?
Oh, right. Like, how are you supposed to watch it? You need to watch it again.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, I do think she just did so well. Actually am learning how to market books through reviews in my current class for library and info science degree.
Oh, I love that, Jen.
Yes, Jen.
I love it.
That was great. You did great. Tell your teacher we said so. The dance scene. Oh, so cute. The fact she could have put so much yearning for each other in there, but also keep it clean and very impressive and appreciated. I agree. And I think I said that on Discord, like, it just is a fresh, a breath of fresh air. Model Behavior is not on Disney Plus or any other streaming platforms. Google says it can be found uploaded by users to YouTube. Oh, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
I hate when movies just can't find it
I
anymore.
wonder if Disney doesn't own it or something, and that's why. Because I know there's certain things that they've had trouble putting on the platform because they don't, like some other company has rights to it still or something.
That's a good point. My favorite moment was him grabbing her hand at the concert as an adult.
Yeah. Oh, what a dream.
That was a moment.
Listen, I always wanted to be. I'm sorry, I'm gonna side tangent one more time, but like, so I think it was Radio Disney. I had like a DVD where you could play like the concert, and Jesse McCartney was singing "Take Your Sweet Time," and he calls, it's that. I can't. When they call you up on the stage and set you on the stool, and I still can remember like pieces of that video where like he got on his knees on like one side of the stage and he like scooted to her, and then when he got up to her, he was like putting his hands and he was like singing, he was beating on her knee, and I was like, ah! Like all the girls were freaking out, and I'm like, I want to be that girl. Which that was not every girl, but every girl that's crazy like me wanted to be that girl picked out of the audience.
Could you imagine? Like, how could you just simply go to regular life after that?
I know. I would just cry. I would literally sit up there and cry. I just don't know.
He'd probably be like, "What is going on? Are you okay?"
I'm sure they're used to it. I don't know how to control myself. I don't know.
How would you react? Like, I would faint. I also love that there is no real third act breakup. That's a good point, Jim. Like, we had a little, like, I need some space, but never actually a breakup. Yeah, I feel like he also kind of got angry at her there.
But it was resolved so quick, which I love, because it doesn't always have to be, you don't have to go through that third act breakup.
Yeah, and I think he was just overwhelmed. I think we all get that way.
He just needed to go off in the woods for a little bit.
Needed a moment alone. Radio Disney. I loved Radio Disney. It was an actual radio station. Yeah. I YouTubed him doing that for so many things.
Yeah. Girl,
oh my god.
I love when they do that. They know what they're doing. They know.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up that because that's so fun. Okay. Will you, and we kind of talked about this a little bit, but will you be continuing in the world or series? So somebody may have to help me with this. I don't know for sure if it's going to be more than 2 books. I would assume she's going to make the series longer.
I think she'll at least do the 4 boy band members. My assumption, so I went ahead and read the second book, which follows Freddie. And she released these books. It was like September of one year and August of one year, and that's the last 2 years. So I'm assuming August, September of this year we'll get a third boy band member.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know who. She hasn't announced, but I would assume she's going to do all 4.
okay. I figured that she would probably finish. I don't think she would just leave us hanging. But I'm so excited. But the second book is out. It's on. Is it on Kindle Unlimited too?
Yeah, I read it immediately after I finished this one. Now, I only gave it a 4. I just I didn't connect with it as much as I connected with this one. And they didn't communicate. These two were super honest with each other. The other two were like, it's fake dating a little bit too. And it's that Ivy was in this book. It's Ivy and Freddie. Ivy's his assistant.
Oh yeah, his assistant.
Yeah, and so it's like that. I probably shouldn't date my boss, but they both have feelings, but they don't tell each other. So that irritates me. I just want them to tell each other. So that's why it was only like a 4 for me. But I think a lot of people would enjoy it. That enjoyed Freddie, and like if you don't mind like being more forefront with the fame and stuff too.
That's good to know.
And she does put hard-hitting stuff in that one too, with like he has some stuff and she has some stuff, and like with her sister and her family. So they both have like trauma things for them that affect them.
Okay. I'm excited for that one. Bethany, are you going to continue?
I don't know. I feel like it, like not right away, but there might be a time in the future where I'm like, oh, I kind of want, because I honestly think I might like Freddie and Ivy's story. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm really curious. Okay, so I'm not remembering. I think there's Jace. Is that one of them?
Is that the one with the wife and kids situation?
Yeah.
He's the one I want next.
What?
He's the one I want next.
Yeah, I'm curious what she's gonna do with that. Like, because I know there was like trouble in his marriage.
Oh yeah.
How did it end here?
I can't remember.
I don't want to say because I don't know if it happened here or in the next book.
Well, I think that at the end they said something about her asking for a divorce, maybe.
About her what?
It seems
about
like
Jace's wife asking for a divorce. Like it was a very
she left him. So he is now single dadding.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I want his book.
Wait.
Yeah. So, I might like that too. Although I was like, that would be kind of I feel like I've been craving like a marriage book, like with people who are already married, which that doesn't exist a lot. But anyway. And I've read one that I really didn't like, so I don't know.
Would you read?
A Catherine Center. It was like a backlist Catherine Center.
I enjoyed After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now she does explore like a bunch of different opinions on different types of marriage, but I did overall think it was really good, and it spoke really well to like traditional marriage also. Like it was really good. So
that's not the one where her husband goes missing, is it?
No, not that one. That's One True Loves. This one is After I Do. This is the one. I think this is the one where and I may be wrong and thinking about another book I read, but I think this is the one where they take a year off from their marriage.
Okay.
And just separate. They're not like getting divorced. They're like, we're just going to take a year and figure out if this is what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And it made me appreciate Will. Like I cried at the end of the book and went and hugged him and told him how much I loved him. And it was, so I feel like that was a good one. I don't remember if it's clean though. So you might want to check that. If that's something that, I don't remember, because that was before I was like, I don't think it was like super smutty. If it was anything, it was probably light or closed door, but check that maybe.
Who is the other bandmate? Is his name like Leo?
Maybe.
It started with an
L. Oh, it is. I just Leo and Jace. Yeah,
Leo and Jace. Okay, because I could not remember Jace, but I could remember Leo.
Yeah. And is he the one on the piano? Is that him? Maybe the guy that plays the piano. I don't remember, but and see how she does the spotlight on the back. So I bet she will spotlight each one.
That's so fun! Oh my gosh.
Who knew?
You love the next book. I'm gonna have to buy these.
Yeah.
Because I really liked this one. So everybody else, I'm definitely going to continue, and I'm really hoping that she does continue with the rest of the bandmates. Like,
and I want to read the other ones too with the Hawthorne brothers that we talked about earlier too.
Yeah, especially as some of these characters show up in there. I think that's really fun. Let us know, everybody. Are you going to continue? Most definitely. Absolutely. Yes, for sure. Might start it tomorrow. I love that energy. I'm currently waiting for the third book.
We're going to buddy read it.
Wait, you already read the second. I didn't know she's already read the second book.
She read these two like a year or so ago. I mean, she read them. I think she got arcs of both of them.
Oh, nice.
So she had read them prior to.
So you were already on the train, Betsy. I want to. Yeah, I do like fake dating if it's done correctly.
Yeah, me too.
I do typically like fake dating. Single dad. Yes. I want to see Freddie, but at this point, I don't like the rest of the band, so I'm not interested in seeing them. Well, you may read Freddie's book and then change.
You'll see a little bit more of them. Not much, but you'll get a little bit.
I just feel like we don't really know the other two as well.
I missed seeing Adam and Lainey in this book. Like, you do see them, but I loved them so much. I wanted more. And I was like, oh, I don't care about Freddie. I want Adam and Lainey back. Like,
move over. Jace has to be excited for his single dad trope. She filed for divorce, but I don't think there was anything after that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Marriage in Trouble. I'm wanting more no spice books with that trope. Yeah, if you have, if you find any recommendations, Betsy, please share them.
I think Madison Wright has a book too that she just came out with. It's like Not My First Rodeo or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? I haven't read it, so I don't know if it's done well. Yeah. Not Our First Rodeo. And I think she writes close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one.
But I don't know if it's any good. I haven't read it. It just came out. Well, it came out last July. So
I just feel like marriage is not a big thing in romances. Like, we get them all the way up to marriage, and then we're like, oh, nope, there's the end of the book.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we start there? Bethany, have you read A Time to Dance?
No, I have not. I also haven't read the one that Wendy's been telling me for years to read by Karen Kingsbury. Isn't that Karen Kingsbury? The starts with an R.
Oh, Redemption.
Redemption.
Yes. There it is. I have that one now, though. I finally bought it, so I need to read it.
That one's like a TV show, isn't it? The Baxters.
Yeah. But somebody said last night, like, that it's not as good. Obviously, the adaptation isn't as good as the book, so read the books first. But and there's 5 in that series. There's like spin-offs for like the Baxters have a lot of different series, but there's like 5 in the main one, I think. And I don't know if the show is just those 5 books or if it's further. So if anybody's watched the show, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, because I definitely want to read that one as well. I believe it's an emotional marriage redemption story. So she's talking about A Time to Dance. I haven't read it, but heard great things. So maybe worth looking into.
Yeah.
I think it's because we don't see much of the other two. Yeah, I agree. I just don't think we know that much about them. I've seen that one and have heard great things about her books. Karen Kingsbury scares me. I've always seen people like
emotional,
bawling their eyes out. She wrote The Bridge, and The Bridge was like this big.
And that was so good the whole time.
Like, that was so rude. Like, wrecked me. Well, if I become a published author, I should write a romance book about a married couple for you all. Then again, I'm not married yet, so maybe I'm not the best to write. But I've not heard about any of these boy bands, and yet here I am hosting a book club about boy bands. So we can do it. We can do it, Jeannie. All right, let's talk about final ratings. What did you rate this book? 6 star, 10 star.
I don't know. All of them. I just loved it. So obviously, like I said, it's a new favorite book of all time for me. So
I love it so much. Stephanie,
I
what you
hadn't really decided. I'm thinking like 3.5 though.
Okay. Okay. I was giving it a 4 all the way up to the end, and then I ended up the end just it tied it up in a nice little bow for me, which was fun because I had not had a 5-star yet in February, so I was pleasantly surprised. Betsy loved the bridge. I did
We
too.
got to meet the dude that owned the bookstore it was inspired by.
Yeah.
Jordan. It was so cool.
That was so weird. Cried the whole time. Give me all the Karen Kingsbury books. 4. I love that for you. I do not like to cry in books. I am the opposite. She can do no wrong. 5. The 4 was almost a 5-star. It's like a 4.5. 6 stars, and I think about it daily. Oh my gosh, that's so fun, April. Ugh. I think I read this at the exact right time because it was a 5-star. Oh my gosh, guys! I love that you loved it. 5 big.
That's 5, but she put 6 there.
4-star up until the end and landed on a 5. Yeah. Yes. 5-star. Oh my god!
I know.
This is such a good book pick, Hannah.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was going to be this good. I'm so glad that you guys ended up loving it. I really hope our next one is not a big flop, but we don't like start on a high and then go down from here. But I really love that you guys loved it so much. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't mind to tear up, but
I don't mind being wrecked every now and then. Because sometimes, like These Silent Woods wrecked me. Like, I was sobbing uncontrollably with that book. And I didn't know I was going to. So if I go into it like that, not expecting and then feeling it, like, obviously, I love it, but I hate it, but I love it. Like, it made me feel. So, but I don't
know whose fault that was? That we were all wrecked?
Bethany. Bethany, you started it.
I feel like it's been a long time since I've had that experience. I was just thinking about this the other day, so I can think of like 2 other than These Silent Woods. The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers and The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Like, those were ones like tears falling out of my face. And I was like, it's been a long time. I need that again. So I've maybe Karen Kingsbury is where I need to go.
Francine Rivers is another one that I really want to get into. But I'm also scared of her books.
That's
Redeeming Love is so good.
Yeah, I own that one. That one's definitely on my TBR. All right, friends. That is all I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us and talking about this book and gushing over this book and talking about all the good and the bad and the ugly and the amazing. And you guys are the absolute best. And thank you to my beautiful friends for joining me for another month. I know I asked Bethany, I was like, listen, I know we just like we're together, but are you sick of me yet?
No, not at all.
So much fun.
But I am so thankful for both of you. And thank you for coming on with me this month.
We love you.
I love you both so much. And we will go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Hannah gave me
And I'm still waiting on you to get to it too. She keeps saying that, and then she still hasn't read it yet.
Come on, Wendy.
Oh, it's so good. We need all your real-time thoughts. Bring it on.
I just hope we haven't hyped it so much that she's like, that was it.
No,
That's what I fear.
Yeah.
No, Wendy will definitely. I feel like Wendy will.
So.
I feel like she'll get it. We talked about it last night. Sometimes your rating is affected by your life experiences and how you relate to a book. So I get why you gave it 3 stars and it makes total sense. Yep. It's Bethany's fault. Everybody blame Bethany. Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks for being here, Jen. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, Jeannie. Thank you, Betsy, for being here. Thank you, Rebecca. Guys, thank you so much again for being here. We are going to go ahead and wrap things up. Next month, we are having an off month. It is Soap, Suds, and Series, where you need to be focusing on all of your series. But if you're not participating in that, then we will see you in April. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys tonight. We will see you somewhere else on the internet very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.